You know that saying they say about the best time to plant a tree was 30 years ago? Well, today we are going to collect acorns from this beautiful white oak tree behind me, and we are going to plant them in the ground. So in 30 years, well, maybe a little less than that, we will have a gorgeous oak tree just like this one. Hi, I'm Deanne from Hummingbird Acres, and we want to, what?
Plant acorns!
No, we want to welcome you back to the farmhouse. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be notified anytime that we upload a new video about homesteading, gardening, and farmhouse life. So we are super ready to plant some of these white oak trees, and the first step is we are going to collect acorns, and I'm going to get the kids involved with this today because it's really easy and fun for them. So I'm going to give each of them a basket, and they are going to collect as many acorns as they can. Are you ready? On your mark?
Get set, go!
Get set, go! And just so you know, this is a white oak tree. It is actually a seedling from the Y oak, which is a pretty famous tree here in Maryland. It was a tree that was on the Eastern Shore. It died a few years ago from a storm, but we were lucky enough my grandparents gave us a seedling probably about 30 years ago. And this is what the tree is now. So we are super excited to carry on the tradition and grow some more of these beautiful white oak trees. Sit down for me.
I'm seeing these
Sit down for me.
acorns.
Come sit down for me. Here, come back behind here.
What is Garrett gonna do this time?
All right, sit down.
No, I want to pull them
I want all of the acorns in. Let's give your brother some. You a little more. You a little more. You a little more. And you a little more. Go put these over there. Go put those over there. I'm holding this. I'm holding it. Go put it over there.
Mommy, I want to.
All right, I'm going to film first, and then you guys, you're going to sit right here. Okay?
Want to go on the ground?
Yeah, you're fine. I'm going to, but scoot closer towards Henley.
Why are we going to put them in there?
Because I'm going to tell you. So you're going to listen.
Okay.
Listen first, okay?
I want to do one.
You're going to listen, okay? So we have collected a bunch of acorns from underneath our white oak tree, and the next step is to determine which ones are, thank you Henley, are good to grow and which ones are not so ideal. So what we're going to do is we are going to go through our baskets. We are going to look at and inspect every acorn. If it has a crack or a hole, we're going to throw it back in the yard for the squirrels. And if it does not have a crack or a hole, we're going to throw it in a bucket of water. It's going to sit in this bucket of water for 24 hours. The ones that float will not grow, but the ones that sink are the ones that we will plant. So we're going to go through all of them, throw the good ones in our bucket, wait 24 hours, and see which ones are good to plant. So here we go. Let's start inspecting. yes, it is the next day, and very surprised that the majority of the acorns actually sunk to the bottom. So I'm gonna pull out the ones that floated and feed them back to the squirrels, and then we're gonna get ready to plant the ones that sunk. I am gonna be planting these acorns in these, I think they are 2-gallon pots that I got off of Amazon. I will link them below for you. And they did come with trays, which is one of the reasons why we bought them, because I want to be able to have water drain out, but then some water there at the bottom if it needs to soak it up. So we're going to fill these with, ideally you want to fill them with the soil that you are going, from the area where you're going to plant your tree. We aren't planting these trees on this property, so I am just going to use some of our composted topsoil, and I'm going to fill this up to about 1 inch to 1/2 inch from the top, and then we will place our acorns in. So I'm actually going to fill them all because we have a lot of acorns. So let's get filling. I filled 6 of these pots and then I ran out of topsoil. So I'm going to plant these 6 pots, get them all ready to go, and then I will get some more topsoil. So I have filled them all to about 1 inch to 1/2 inch from the top, and I'm going to take 2 acorns and I'm going to push them down on their side into the pots. So 2 acorns per pot, and I know this is kind of risky, but I'm gonna take the chance. I wanna plant as many of these as possible. I don't necessarily have the space to do 1 per pot. If they both germinate, then we will figure that out come spring. So I'm gonna do 2. It is a gamble, but I'm gonna go with it. So 2 inches, I'm just gonna push it down about 1 inch, cover it over. I am gonna give them a decent amount of space so that it doesn't get too overcrowded. Okay, that is all done. I am going to move these to a spot that gets morning sun and afternoon shade, and then I'm going to water them all in and wait till spring. I will check them every now and then to make sure that the soil is still moist. You don't want the soil pulling away from the edges of the pot because then it's too dry. And these are seeds, they are acorns, they're seeds, they need water to germinate. So I will continue to water them until it freezes, and then I'll probably stop for a while and then start watering them again in the spring. But they are going to go in a place that gets morning sun and afternoon shade. one more thing I want to mention about planting acorns or white oak trees from Acorns is make sure that you label your containers so that you don't forget what they are. So make sure you label them. We use old plastic knives and I will just write on them. So here's one I just pulled out. We just use old plastic knives. I write what it is and I will stick it in the pot. That way we don't forget. Thank you guys so much for visiting the farmhouse today. If you want to know more about the Y oak or white oak tree, please make sure you visit our website. I have put the link in the description below. Also, please make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified anytime that I upload a video about homesteading, gardening, and farmhouse life. Thanks again for visiting the farmhouse, and we'll talk to you guys soon.